On Sunday afternoon, we watched Tyler Shough get his first taste of preseason NFL action. Let's break down exactly how well or poorly it went. But before we get into the film, only 2.1% of viewers are subscribed to the channel. So if you are not subscribed, please take a second and hit that subscribe button. But let's get into the film. Our first play is going to be a nice and easy slant route. Rookie quarterback, let's start him off with something that he can handle. Our first pass of the day here for Tyler Shough is going to be pretty nice and easy, facing a cover 2 defense, which means we're going to have 2 cornerbacks in the flat. They are playing cloud flats, which means they are going to prioritize going deeper before they take any short routes. Then we're going to have our 2 deep safeties and populate the middle of the field with 3 hook zones coming from these 3 players. Now, what we have called to attack this, when you have a rookie quarterback with one of his first passing plays or his very first passing play in the NFL, you want to make sure it's very nice and easy for him. That's what the Saints are going to draw up. It's going to be a post route from our tight end. Our wide receiver here is going to curl in, and then we're going to have a slant right here out of our X wide receiver all the way on the outside. What this is going to do is the tight end is going to clear out those hook zones over the middle. We're going to have our guy sit down right in front of it. Hopefully, he will populate the now vacated area that the tight end cleared out for us. And then if he is not wide open, we're going to have our slant, which is a great route to have against a cornerback who's playing this far off the ball. Always a good look. Just get it out to him nice and quick. And that's exactly what Tyler Shough does. Yeah, so just there it is. A little slant action to start off this season for Tyler Shough. But let's talk about this next one. This is not a nice and easy throw. This is going to be much deeper. Oh, just so close. Let's try to hit it next time. A whole lot of misdirection going on this play. We got a couple routes designed to fake out the Chargers. Maybe the Saints got a tip that they expected the Chargers to be prone to these double moves because this is not the first play where the Chargers are going to fall for it. Maybe they could have picked something up during practice where they saw it. So first, we're going to have a whip route from our tight end, which is where you fake the slant and you pop out. We are going to have at the top, we're going to have a sluggo, which stands for slant and go. So you're going to fake the slant and then you're going to go and pop out. That's where Tyler Shough is going to try to go with the football. Over here, we have a deep cross, and then we have a deep curl flat concept. Wide receiver all the way out here is going to go deep. Our running back is going to go out to the flat. You probably know the drill watching this channel, but if you don't, the idea is if we are in zone, there will be a defender here. And if this hypothetical defender steps up to the flat, we're going to throw it over his head and vice versa. If he goes up and drops back to the curl route, then we're going to go ahead and just check it right down to our running back. But fortunately, the sluggo to the top of the screen is going to be absolutely wide open. This guy runs a phenomenal route. Unfortunately, Tyler Shough is not accurate enough, but what a route. Yeah, this next one's rough. Oh man. This is a really, really good play by the cornerback. Picking this off, taking it back to the house. Here we have one of the plays that I'm sure a lot of people watching this video are here to see. This is going to be the interception. What we are going to be having was a low to high read for Tyler Shough. So what we're going to have is we're going to have this route combination of a deep corner route, a bench / out route, and then a check down to the running back, little curl. The idea is first thing, you're going to check the running back here. And if this tight end sticks to him, you're going to go to your next read here and you're going to check this out route. And if this guy is stuck to the out route, then you're going to go to 3 and you're going to check that big, deep corner route. But what Tyler Shough sees here is first, he identifies that the running back is covered, which is correct. And then he notices that when we get out here, right before he's about to throw the ball, he notices that this cornerback, his hips are still facing Tyler Shough. So it is actually insanely impressive how fast he's able to flip his hips and step up and make a play on this football, because I can completely understand why Tyler Shough throws this pass expecting it to be open. It is really, really, really tight. The problem is, I heard on ESPN this morning it was late and inside. I don't believe this pass is too late, but it is certainly too far to the inside. Tyler Shough has to get this farther outside, all the way to the sidelines to hope for that to be a completion. However, great play by the defender. Yeah, Tyler Shough's going to get him right back. One of the very next plays coming back. Got him. Mason Tipton, second-year guy. And just when we're out, Tyler Shough pulls us back in. We're facing a cover 3 from the Chargers defense. There's a deep third, and there's a deep third. We are going to hit a bomb to the bottom of the screen here. This guy is going to be coming down playing a curl/hook, whatever you want to put him in. We're going to be facing and we're going to pull out a crazy out and up from Mason Tipton. It's called that because you fake the out route and then you go up. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's watch exactly why this works so well. We can watch the safeties. The ball is snapped. We can watch here. This is what I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and watch this to the top of the screen. Let's watch this cornerback. We can watch him pump his hand in the air, and that is him communicating to this cornerback right here. He is saying, or this guy is saying to this guy, I'm good, get over, get over. He's trying to tell this guy to get over here, should there be any deep routes over here. And that corner, or that safety, hears it. He starts to run over, but the problem is, in this coverage, looking back now at the bottom of the screen, you can't get burnt like this. Our corner here to the bottom of the screen, he was in that deep blue. He has to get back and get deep. He absolutely cannot get roasted like this. Way too easy for Mason Tipton to get behind the defense and make a play right here for his team. This next play, I'm pretty disappointed in Shough. I know he can make this throw. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. Now, here's a play call that the play is going to work perfectly, but Tyler Shough is not able to get a completion. Facing cover 3 again. We're going to get a couple. We're going to have our curl zone over here, another curl zone over here, and then we're going to get some guys over in the middle here. I'm not going to draw it all out. We're just going to draw out the guys that really matter here. So, going to be cover 3 again. What we have drawn up is going to be a flood concept to the bottom of the screen. We're going to run our tight end out to the flat. We are going to run, this guy's going to be on our deep corner route. It's going to look like that. And then we have from the backside, we're going to have a backside. I'm drawing it in. It's more like a deep cross. Essentially the same route. Tyler Shough is going to get pushed out of the pocket, rolled to his left. I know he has this throw in his bag because I've watched it on his film. Broke down 20 plus minutes of film from him on this channel. But what all he's got to do here is read, I believe it was this guy in the curl flat, read whichever way this guy goes. He goes to the tight end, which is what he does in this scenario. You throw it over his head. He drops back, which he doesn't do. You would then check it down. But Tyler Shough knows what the read is. It's a really tough throw when you are rolling to your offhand, when you're rolling to your left here. As a righty quarterback, it's a tough throw, but I know Tyler Shough can make it. Yep, just get it up a little bit. This next play, it's gotta be able to anticipate a little bit on this one. We're gonna have a guy open. He's not the most open. It's not the easiest throw, but it's better than taking a sack. Now here's a play directly out of the Tennessee Titans playbook. We're going to be sending our receiver all the way to the right on a extremely deep post, and then we're going to have a deep cross out of our receiver here. Tight end is going to be on another deep cross. Our receiver lined up as a running back in the backfield is going to be on a little swing to the right, and then our running back will be on a check down somewhere in this area. And we are going to be facing a cover 3, standard vanilla cover 3 from the Los Angeles Chargers. There's one deep third. There's another deep third. Draw out our final deep third there. And then this safety is going to be our curl flat defender. And then we're going to draw out just a couple hook zones over here. And now what we need to do now is we have to read our deep crossers here and read the hook zones over the middle. So I'm going to draw out what is extremely relevant here, which is our high-low read. So these hook defenders, they are either going to step up or step down. And if they step up, like they do, they step up and they will start looking at this thing over here or this check down over here. That's when you want to go over their head and hit that deep crosser, which is what was open, which is what needed to be hit on this play. Or, of course, the other way around. They drop back and take the deeper zones. That's when we would transition to our checkdowns over here or over here. But Tyler Shough, what hurts me is he steps up in the pocket and it looks like he's looking right at it. And I know it is not a super easy throw, but if this is put not to where the guy is, but where he is going to be, like somewhere deep all the way out here, there is definitely a completion to be had here, and I know he has the arm strength. I know he does. This is a throw that I would love to see made. Yeah, can't take a sack there. Finishing it off with this little Houdini act from Tyler Shough. Little pump fake to the check down, gets out, whistles it in right there. For our final breakdown of this video, who's out here telling you that Tyler Shough can't move? We got a cover 2 again. There's our deep, here are our deep halves. We have, of course, our flats corners, which means our openings are going to be either the hole shot in between the safeties and the corners, or right over the middle of the field in between the two corners and behind the hook zones. So right there. Fortunately for us, we have two routes that are going to go right into that spot. We have this guy over here is going to, oh, nope, I lied. We have this guy over here is going to go right there. And then we have this guy over here going right there. We have two post routes. On the outside, we also have a curl. We have a little hitch to give us another option. Another hitch to the bottom of the screen here. The problem is our offensive line makes this play absolutely impossible to make work. Tyler Shough is going to pump fake it. I think he's pump faking the check down, which is really all you can go to. But look at this escapability. He's closing out. I thought this play was over multiple times. He goes. He makes a great completion. Let's clean this up. Makes a great completion to the side of the field. You know, this guy turns around. Bang. It identifies that the cornerback still has his head turned to Tyler, or turned away from Tyler Shough towards the receiver. The perfect time to try to whistle one in right behind his ear. Great play. There it is, Tyler Shough, his debut. Honestly, in my personal opinion, we try to stay objective here. I think he looked a lot better than Spencer Rattler. Didn't look fantastic, but put in that situation with that 2-minute drill at the end of the first half, I thought he handled that very, very well for someone who has obviously never had a real live NFL rep yet in his career. Interested to see what this guy turns into. We know the Saints are very likely going to have a very high pick next year in what should be a very good quarterback draft. But hey, Tyler Shough made some pretty solid steps week 1. Let's see what he does week 2. If you watched the video this long, thank you for watching. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.